exclusive micro.
Yes.
Yeah, not that one. Yeah. I'm Henry Matenda from Malawi. I'm a sugarcane farmer at Central Growers Association. I'm married. First of all, I'm 28 years of age. I'm
Hi,
married
Henry.
with
Hi.
2 children.
Welcome to Tunbridge Wells.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's quite exciting for us to have someone who grows for Fairtrade coming and talking to us.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'd like to know a little bit about you and how old are you to start off with?
Actually, I'm 28 years.
28.
Yeah.
And I understand you're married and you have children.
Yeah, I'm married with 2 children.
Yeah.
The firstborn is a daughter. She's 6 years old. The second one is a boy, and he's just 1 year.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you've left them both behind.
Yeah. They have missed me a lot.
Oh.
Sure.
Does your daughter go to school?
Yeah, she goes. Within the community, we managed to build a school, a primary school. So she used to learn at that school. It's called Manchombe Primary School, and she's currently in standard 3.
Standard
26
3.
years, yeah. So I started growing sugarcane in 1998. I was young that time. So people, you may be asking, why did you manage to grow sugarcane when you were very young? Why are you going at school? Yes, of course. I was going to school that time, but I was doing the work when I come back from school. So in 1998, it's when I started growing sugarcane. So we have been in the system for how many years? Is from 1998 to 2004, because 2004 it's when we satisfied with the Fairtrade. So from 2004 till now, we have been selling our sugar on Fairtrade market. And you can see on the map of Malawi something doing like this, which shows Kasentula, and that Kasentula is where we are growing our sugarcane. So Kasentula is on the south part of Malawi, and the Malawi itself
my farm
is on the central part of
big.
Yeah.
It's 2.5 hectares. Yeah, but people prefer to say 3 pitches.
Right.
Yeah.
3 pitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I know that you grow sugarcane.
Yes.
And do you grow anything else?
Yeah. We grow maize, sweet potatoes, cotton, bananas, but those crops are not sold on Fairtrade market.
Right.
Yeah, we just use them.
Malawi, it's called warm heart of Africa. I think everyone is able to know about this warm heart of Africa. Why is it that it's warm heart of Africa? It's a lovely country. Every person coming there, he free, friendly. That's one of the shops in our community. We have few numbers of the shops. It's a small shop, but to us it's a big shop. And people are feeling happy that they are now having a big shop in the community. Behind the shop, those are the houses of the farmers, and my house is also there. Sugarcane is a hard-working farming system. Why am I saying this? We used to wake up every morning, 6 o'clock morning, going for farming, coming back home 6 o'clock evening, which makes 12 hours, isn't it? 12 hours, yeah. So it's hard work for us, because without doing any farming, we'll end up having nothing at home. So we may find it difficult to survive. That is the picture of just planted sugarcane. So at Central, we are using a fallow irrigation system. This system is we use pipes which takes water from the field. We call it field, a place where water moves. It's a fielder into the sugarcane field. So that work is being done by ourselves, or even myself, I do that when I'm at home. So we have several activities that we do in our fields, like irrigation system, which I've just mentioned. We also do plantation system. The other activity is weeding, removing weeds from the field. We also do fertilizer application. And another work is pest controlling and disease controlling, which we use chemicals for protecting the pests. Yeah, so we have been finding it difficult for us to do all these kind of the activities, whereby other people, they use machines to cover the activities. So that's why we are finding it hard for ourselves. And that is the picture of 3 months old sugarcane. So those are my friends, my colleagues in their fields as well. They are doing weeding. You can see in their hands they have hose. We use a hose to remove the weeds in the field. So another picture, that one is 5 months old sugarcane. Every farmer is not allowed to enter into the field when it is that stage of 5 months old. Why is this so? Because we find snakes inside there. So if you get through that age, you may be bitten with snakes. Hyenas are also there. Yeah, so we feel it not to have any activity when it is that age. And another picture there, 8 to 9 months old sugarcane. Farmers are preparing seed cane. So every person, like myself, when I'm doing the work at my farm, I don't do that alone. I do that with my wife as well. So this point in time when I'm away, the work is only done by my wife. So it's hard as well. So she's able to do that work at this point in time. Seed preparation. And that stage, it's the sugarcane which is ready to be harvested. That is the picture of the ready harvested sugarcane, and that is the man who is called cane cutters. Their work is only harvesting sugarcane, and that work we can't do it. Like myself as a farmer, I don't do that. So we hire people to do that work for us because it's hard work. Though I have said that we are doing hard works as well at home, but that one I cannot manage on my own. So we hire people to do that for us, and the cane cutters, they arrange, whenever they have cut the sugarcane, they arrange it at one position as a heap. Because they do this because it's easier for a machine to take the sugarcane at the hired place into the track. So those machines are not ours as well. We hire them. The trucks carries sugarcane to the milling factory. It's not ours as well. We used to hire them. Even the factory itself, it's not ours as well. We pay them back after processing the sugarcane.
How many times a year can you harvest sugarcane?
Oh, we just harvest once a year.
Right.
Sure.
And is this a good year, do you think, for your sugarcane?
This year?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good year for us because we previously we have been harvesting sugarcane without rains,
Right.
We were only trusting on our irrigation system.
Yeah.
Therefore, when I was just leaving home, I left raining.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, I'm sure that we are going to have more productions.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
So is this time of year, is this the rainy time of year?
Yeah.
It is.
It's a rainy time for us in Malawi.
Yeah.
Sure.
But it doesn't always rain, is
No, that's why I'm saying that we are
Yes, you
expecting
really,
by-
yeah.
Machine, picking up the sugarcane into the truck, and that's the truck we have been using, hiring them after harvest. So before truck reaches into the factory, milling factory, it stops at the weighbridge. So I work as a weighbridge clerk for my colleagues. Weighbridge clerk is a place where sugarcane trucks are weighed. So I get all the tonnages for Kasetola. So after doing the work, I go back to my colleagues and tell them this is the total tonnage for Kasetola. But I don't do that alone. I have a friend of mine as well. So we are two. We work 6 to 6. When I start 6 o'clock morning, I'll end up 6 o'clock evening. So my friend will take me from that time to 6 o'clock morning. That's what we have been doing. Yeah, that's the factory which I have just said. It's a big factory owned by Ilovo Sugar Group. So the whole processing is done at the factory, and we have our friends as well who are doing the marketing processing of exporting sugar to Europe. Yeah, so they also come back to the whole farmers as well, telling people, farmers, that this is the amount of the tonnages that we have sent out of our country. So with the Fairtrade, we have done a lot to us that we could not manage on our own. So we have been selling our sugar on Fairtrade market since 2014 now. We gather together all the farmers at one place to decide what to do with the Fairtrade premium for that period. And that is the picture of the farmers on a meeting. And we have Fairtrade committee which runs the projects which farmers have decided to do with. And the Fairtrade committee comes back again to the whole farmers as well after doing the work which farmers have decided to do. They come to us and let us know how much they have spent with for the project done. Yeah, Malawi is one of the poorest countries in the world. Maybe it's second or third country in the world. So think of it. In Malawi, we had problems of water. People, especially women, it's their responsibility to draw water, and women are doing hard jobs in the family. Like my wife, she does a lot in my life because it's her responsibility to draw water for the family. It's also her responsibility to wash clothes for me. It's her responsibility to take water for me for bathing. We don't have inside bathrooms. Yeah, we have them outside. She cooks for me. I don't know how to cook since I was born. The whole work is being done by my wife. So it's hard for women in Malawi country. So women used to travel a distance of 2 kilometers from our community. So though they were traveling that distance, they were not getting fresh water. They had to draw water from the river, moving river, unstoppable river. So that river is not having fresh water. So we had been using not fresh, unfreshed water before. So now with Fairtrade, we have managed to get fresh water within the community, whereby we drilled about 18 boreholes. And every project done with Fairtrade Premium is supposed to have a logo like that one. Do you call it logo or? Yeah, it's supposed to have logo, which shows that it's Fairtrade Premium project. So feel it that the fair price that you pay on our product is exactly coming back to us, the farmers.
You work and sell your sugar to Fairtrade.
Yeah.
And so, what difference has that made to you as a farmer and your family?
Wow. We have made something good to us in our community with Fairtrade. And I first have to say that we have been there as sugarcane farmers since 1998. So we joined Fairtrade in 2004. So from 1998 to 2004, we were lagging of things to own our farms. Yeah, but with the Fairtrade since 2004, we have done a lot, and Fairtrade has impacted our lives in the community. We have a school which I've just mentioned that my daughter used to go.
Oh.
We also have tractors which we use for plowing out our fields.
Yes.
We also have a vehicle which we use to take people to the hospital whenever a person is ill. Yeah, our hospital is far from the community, so with that vehicle assists people in the community. And we also electricity in the village. In Malawi, it's not easy for a village to have electricity. So it's a wonderful thing to our community as well. We have electricity within the community, whereby we are able to get BBC News, what other countries are doing. Even football matches, we can able to watch the football matches even from English Premier League as well. So,
Wow.
So in fact, Fairtrade, the fair price that people pays has impacted our life through this way.
Riding when a person is, we now have a vehicle, and you can see the vehicle is having the logo for Fairtrade, which shows that it's a Fairtrade project as well. And that vehicle does not take only farmer. No, every person in the community can use that vehicle. And the vehicle, we also use it for farmers to get meeting whenever they need to have a meeting. So the vehicle goes around the community to pick up the farmers for a meeting. And we had a problem of tractor before, whereby we were hiring tractors for plowing out our fields when the field is not producing good quality of sugarcane. Now we have a tractor which is covering all those things. Yeah, that's the school which I've just mentioned, where my daughter goes to. It's a beautiful school, a school with about 800 children around the community. They go there. So you can see the children are happy with the school within the community. Like myself, I was traveling about 2 kilometers from the community. That time the school was not there. Yeah, so 2 kilometers going to school and 2 kilometers coming back from school, which makes 4 kilometers a day. So I learned that school 8 years. So 8 years times 4 kilometers. It's a distance from here to Malawi as well. Yeah, so we still have hopes of having some other projects like having our own kneading factory. We also have hopes of having our own big hospital within the community. But this we cannot manage on our own. So we still seek for the people who can assist us to have these projects for us. So I would like to say thanks to you all, every person that buys our sugar, Fairtrade sugar. Because I've heard that Fairtrade, that sugar having the logo for Fairtrade, it's expensive than the sugar without that logo. So people still don't understand what is the reason of me buying the expensive sugar. And with my coming here, I think every person is able to understand that that fair price that you pay is coming back to us, the farmers, and we are able to make projects that we could not manage on our own. So I have to say thanks with that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming and talking to us. Are there any questions from any of you lot that you would like to ask Henry? Oh, we got one. I shall go over with the microphone. Here we go.
Thank you. Thank you. That was very interesting and very inspirational. When you showed us the tractor, do you have to have a special mechanic, or has somebody in your community learnt to be a mechanic?
We have to hire knowledgeable people who have papers on that work, so they come to do that activity for us. So after doing that, we pay them back the money, how much they have done with. Yeah.
You have shone a light on how it really works. So now I know that when I choose Fairtrade sugar or tea or whatever I do, that in actual fact it means that you get water in your town, your village. You get a bus to go on to go to the hospital. So you're able to live more like we live, and we take it for granted. We just think it's our right because we've always had it. And I feel humbled and honoured to have you come here. I'm really grateful for all you've told us. Thank you.
I'm a member of a Rotarian, and we're building schools out in Malawi with volunteers, and we raise the money to send people out there to help you get water, drill water holes and what have you, and I think it's a great place to be, and they come back very enamoured with what they've achieved.
So Divine Chocolate, all of their sugar is, all of their products are made with Casentula sugar. I don't know if you recognise many of the products here. The Jelly Bean Factory, quite a popular brand, is all Casentula sugar. We've got Billington's. There's certain hand creams and things like that that Casentula sugars use.
I'm sure
well.
It's hard for people outside the country, of our country, to get more info about the farming system, how we do it at home. We have introduced TV, which is called Ask Malawi TV. So my friend here can assist me how you can do that, and I'm one of the guys doing it.
So Ask Malawi, I'll say it with a southern accent, Ask Malawi, so you can understand me. It's askmalawi.tv is going to be launched in a couple of weeks' time, and we've had some of my colleagues went out to Malawi towards the end of last year, which is when they met Henry. And Henry and some of his colleagues have been trained in how to use flip cameras. And you'll probably tell Henry's a really good presenter, and that's because he's had lots of training in public speaking, because part of Ask Malawi is about people. We can go onto the website, ask a question, and then Henry and his colleagues can pick up that question in Malawi and then go away and film the answer. So people, rather than just having a typed response, can actually get a visual answer to their question. So for community groups or for schools, it's a really great way of learning, sort of seeing firsthand, getting answers to the questions that they have. So yes, Henry, we may be seeing you on on the internet, but we're really excited, and we're hoping in the next few weeks it should be live. So keep a lookout on the website.
Can I just say, and there's also a list here of sugars: the Billington Sugar, Co-op, Equal Exchange, Tradecraft, Whitworth Sugar, Nirvana Sugars, and Napier Brown. Yeah. So if they're sugars, that they are from Henry's.
As a businessman and as a farmer, you want to produce a quality crop like farmers do in this country world over. What about your sugar? I presume that when they mill the sugarcane, the quality of the sugar affects the price you get?
Because we have two types of sugar, white sugar and brown sugar. So brown sugar is less expensive one than the white one. I don't know if it is the same here in England.
Well, in the UK, white sugar is cheaper and brown sugar is more expensive. And I think the reason probably is because white sugar is more popular and brown sugar isn't. So retailers sell the brown sugar at a higher price.
So I'd like to say thank you to Henry so much for coming. The mayor here would like to say something, and we just found out that the mayor also is a member of a farmers' cooperative.
First of all, thank you for inviting Rebecca and me here this morning. And I think it's a fantastic insight, as already been said, to see a bit about Henry and how the difficulties they have in producing something and getting it to market. In summary, and the good work that you're all doing and the organisation here, and I knew that Jane had mentioned about the Fairtrade town, and I think it's a fantastic thing. We were just saying that what can the council do to support what you're doing and what Henry's doing out there, and we can do things. And I think the 10-year anniversary coming up, and there was a whole gaggle of mayors that have been over the years. I recognise a few of them, and I think with the 10-year anniversary, that's an opportunity for your group and the council perhaps to get a bit more involved in promoting the town as a fair trade town. So thanks very much, Henry. It's been fantastic listening to your story, and I hope that we can all help to support you in what you do.